the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football by Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They can create space here with the run to the right. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the outside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are, and we're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Gresham. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the right. Look out, he's got room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive. So it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore will throw. Now adjusting. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running to Green. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. He's a touchdown, Ducks. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Wade. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And that tight end looking like a spelt wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I think 7 from the...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He might want another play. To the air, it's Wade. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Riggs. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Easy completion on the shuffle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking downfield, it's Wade. Caught near the sticks, it's Hayes. Wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Quarterback's got the first. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Did a great job on the base defense making a play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They'll try the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Moore will throw. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play. So
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get them in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
It's a running room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
how nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
And the Nittany Lions looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw. It's Wade. Here's a heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays and the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much...
Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Wade. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
To the air on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Going right and going deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for space. It's Gresham. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Wade. With the catch, it's Fleming. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Gresham. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Slings it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to throw. It's Wade looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Takes it the other way. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry up.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he'll be brought down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wade. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive.
Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got a man, it's Rogers. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Runs through a tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Wade. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wade. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent.